Get the cake right to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. I'm on that grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Du Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie, I'm Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like Millermen, hear the roar now. We're Millermen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. From Millmore to Du Valley.
Good evening and welcome to Terry's Talk and another Rotherham United absolute disgrace performance. 10 men Cardiff, 3 Rotherham United 0. I've got no words for it. He should have been gone months and months ago. However, we're still stuck here with this absolute buffoon as a manager. Everything at the club at the minute has been geared up to try and build momentum with this new bloke coming in, all the new signings. The problem with all these new signings is it means Amshaw has to manage, and he can't. He's out of his depth. We've got lots and lots of comments coming in, so I'll start with a few of the comments. So, Peter Scott, welcome back, Rotherham United. Not even had a shot on target against 10 men at home. It's criminal, and stop playing 3 at the back. Everyone can see it doesn't work. I don't care if Cardiff are levels above this league. Obviously they are, but of the back 2 wins, there is our fight, and getting stuck in and battle Cardiff at home with the momentum we have is pathetic. And that's a great comment. And I would also say they drew last week at Burton, yeah? And Burton didn't have the advantage of playing against 10 men. So Burton put up a better fight than what we have. We are back. We're second bottom now. I just don't know how people can't see that this manager out of his depth. Take the fact away that you might like Matt Amshaw as a person. He may be a good coach. You can't prove he's a good coach. You're just hearing sound bites out of the club. But let's just say he is a good coach. He's not a good manager. We see it week in, week out. If we haven't got much better players than the opposition team, we don't win. You'll never see Rotherham really beating a team that they shouldn't beat. And people say, well, we beat Exeter. Yeah, we should beat Exeter. They're a little nobody team. Absolute crazy. Jan, get him gone now. No more. The club hierarchy deserve none of our support. Yeah, totally agree. The fans have backed him. Tony Stewart's backed him. This new guy that's come on the board, if he's got some balls, Matt Amshaw doesn't leave that stadium today with his job. For me, he's out of his depth. What does Matt tell them to get them motivated? It was what I want to know. Just go out and do your best. Yeah, the thing with Matt Amshaw is he's got no ambition. You can tell he's the type of guy who said, come on, lads, just give you all today. We're playing Cardiff, the top of the league, one of the best sides. But probably I'll be happy with a point. That's how I think he's approached the game. Tell me if I'm wrong. He couldn't motivate a crab to walk sideways. That's from Jan. Totally agree. Problem is, I said on X, us beating Exeter by 4, the club will use that as an excuse not to sack him. But he's got to be rid of, or else a downward spiral is never going to end. I mean, you look at this squad, and we're second bottom. It's just crazy. It really is, with this squad of players that he's got. People talking injuries. Well, you can't blame injuries today, boys. They had 10 men as well. And the red card for me wasn't a red card. We got quite lucky with that. Gray bought the foul. So it looked like we had 10 men. In fact, it looked like we had 9 men at times. Utterly disgraceful. We are a laughing stock. How many times do we have to be humiliated? Can't get my words out. Before action is taken. Are South Yorkshire Police in charge? Well, I mean, I was listening to iPlayer, and I'm not being funny, but Matt Goodwin and is it Sam Todd? I don't know who was on there today, but those two were absolute muppets. I mean, one of them even had the cheek to say, I forget what it was. Oh, we actually went to Exeter with a game plan. Not many teams will go to Exeter with a game plan. I mean, what professional football club doesn't go to a league match with a game plan? You absolute morons. Yeah. And then, I knew we wouldn't win today. We was playing Cardiff. I said last week we won 4-0. We could have easily lost 5-0 at home today. And I wouldn't have been surprised. Get off. People are paying for that shit. You fucking idiots. Get off our bloody airways. Stop giving spin to this football club. The chairman's got to act. They've got to get him gone. I can't cope with watching Hampshire ball. Mate, if this guy is a serious businessman that's come on the board, surely you can see the empty seat. I mean, we're playing top of the league today. The attendance isn't as bad as it's what it's been. Fans have come out because we've kind of backed the manager. Look, nobody wants to watch Hampshire ball. It is utter garbage. Clueless is Tony Stewart. The board and directors not a clue. Step aside, put the club up for sale. John Sullivan, evening lad, just got home. Jan says it's been a shit show. Ash, that third goal showed the effort of this team has for the cause. Too narrow today. No one running channels. Tactically schooled today. Table doesn't lie in February. And that is a good point. The table doesn't lie at this season. So at this point of the season, it doesn't. And we're in serious trouble. We have got a squad capable of being top end of the table, but we're second bottom. And that's on the manager. The manager is the leveller in the majority of these games. Now, we should beat Burton. We should beat Doncaster. I know for a fact if we've got a decent manager, we beat both of them teams. We should beat them anyway with Hampshire. But I'm not convinced we will with Hampshire in charge. This is why it is so important that we act. We should have acted before January, should have been gone before now. But it is real time to say, thank you for the memories, sir, but we need you to be gone. If this new guy is not just a puppet for Tony Stewart, not a mouthpiece, he must see what every other fan can see. The system that I'm sure doesn't work, that he plays, his motivational skills are lacking, his media skills are horrendous, and he doesn't get the players motivated for big games, and certainly games that we aren't the favourites in. We are in trouble with this guy at the helm. I'm telling you now, hate to say it. Sleepwalking into League Two with that squad, we should be playoffs. Totally agree. He put Watmore on the 90th minute. Losing Watmore should have come on. It can only go down to Hampshire. Simply not up to the job. Said it from day one. It was just another Tony Stewart cheapo option. Totally agree with you. The right zone. John, we had fights in the stand with people clapping. How embarrassing. No, mate, I can believe it because the amount of abuse I've received for just giving factual information about this big boy of a manager, it is unbelievable. I've had death threats, I've had Offsman warnings, the lot, just for saying he's not good enough to be the manager. It is insane. And people can see it. I mean, last week we got all the Muppets coming on. Oh, Matt Hampshire, not saying out about Hampshire now, are you? Yeah, I am. It's crap. We beat Exeter. We should beat Exeter. I mean, isn't it a sad, sorry tale that we're getting excited at beating Exeter and struggling to beat Northampton. Northampton are above us in the league. That's how bad we are. Awful result for you today. Feel for you. Yeah, horrendous. Scott Kent, absolute disgrace of a performance that. Again, he went 3-5-2, and I don't think he even changed it when we went to 10 men or even in the second half. He will relegate us with stubbornness. I don't think he's got any other tactics, mate. That's the problem. He's limited in his ability of tactics anyway. So he hasn't got the tactics to take us forward. Not sure how Numbe saw out 90 minutes. He was pulling up at half time, exhausted. Mate, he was running around like an headless chicken because we were out of shape. We should have made them run and pulled them out of shape because we had the extra man. It looked like the opposite way round. Credit to Cardiff. They made us look stupid. I thought Willock was absolutely fantastic for Cardiff. Thought he tore us a new arsehole at times. They were just getting down the sides far too easy. And the problem is, you give Matt Amshaw better players, you create more problems for him. Because tactically, he hasn't got a clue. He has not got a clue. He hasn't. And I think he's promised a lot of these new signings minutes. And I don't think they're all going to get minutes. Because now he's going to be confused at what his best 11 is. Crazy. Absolute crazy. 90 minutes of freezing ourselves for that. Yeah, I mean, I feel for the fans that have attended today again. I just think while ever we've got this manager, we're in big problems. He's just not good enough. Just not good enough. Sean Dyche got sacked for less. Down to 10 men and still had 5 at the back. Yeah, I mean, he was still roaming around with 3 centre-halves on the pitch at one stage. Evans got sacked for less. He did. We're in a better position this part of the season under Steve Evans, so there's been no improvement at all on the pitch. I think Amshaw has actually got better players at his disposal than what Steve Evans had. So crazy. 1 shot on target at home. Exactly. Callum, fucking disgusting. Got more chance of going into administration than having a promotion push under Stewart again. Miss Dango today. He would have capitalised against 10 men. Unlike lads in the middle of the park today, it's not a big loss. IMO. It's all about Burton and Donny. 6 points is a must. Lose either game. Mate, you can't just write this game off. And I tell you now, if we've still got Matt Amshaw as manager, we ain't getting 6 points. It's not going to happen. Forget about it. Forget about it. He's not got the tactics to do it. He's really not got the tactics to do it. Ash, club is dead, no build-up. Music shit. How can you build in an atmosphere? It's lifeless. We need the right music. Get a standing area. Get the place going to Millmore Pub was magic when I was a kid. Then sat on the wall back of the Tivoli. The playlist was built for the fans. Up magic times. Club needs a big shake-up. It's bigger than just today. And I think I'm going to start that as probably comment of the day from Ash, to be fair. Totally agree with him. There's just no anything. And this new guy meant to have come on board to do it. He needs to work fast. He needs to work fast because it's just not good enough. John Sullivan, Baptiste, and Aggie, I can't read that one, were horrendous. Yeah, I didn't think Baptiste had a great game today. We will go through the player ratings as well shortly. Absolutely gutted. We really need to win these next 2 games. Yeah, we do, Wayne. But do you think we can win them with Amshaw in charge? Because I don't. I think the Donny manager will get them up more than Amshaw can get us up for that derby game. Donny have a point to prove. Donny got smashed today as well. I mean, Burton and Donny are terrible. Really, really bad. So, I mean, it's a winnable game. If we go on to the stats today, 52% possession against 10 men is onkin. They had an higher expectancy goal. They had more shots on target. I mean, we had one shot on target, big chances, one. Yeah, I mean, you look at it, it's poor. I thought Archie Gray should have scored today as well when he went through. You've got to be taking them chances for me. So obviously we look at the lineup. I mean, Dawson's got a really poor rating, 4.7. Few people messaged me, said we need to get rid of Dawson. Apparently he was mourning a lot at the players as well throughout the game, not being a very good role model for the players, especially when you've got young players at the back. Rafferty came out with a 6.1. Zach Jules, 5.8. Baptiste, 5.9. Adi Biega, I think that's how you pronounce his name, 6.4. Spence, 6.2. Joe Powell, he went off injured as well, 6.2. Man of the match went to James, who got a 7, which is not really high either. McWilliams with a 6.3. Gray with a 6.7. And Nombe with a 5.7. I thought Nombe was poor today as well. Really, really poor, Sam Nombe today. But to be fair, didn't get much service. We were playing like a team going for a point. Ridiculous, really. We should be doing better than that. For me. So, a few comments coming in. Make the change now. Get a proper manager. And if we lose the next 2, we are down. Biggest moment of the day was Ronnie getting his much-deserved award. He would be ripping fuck out of these lads after the game, after that shit show. Instead, the big boy will be patting them on the back, saying you lost to top of the league. Well, like I said, I was watching Miller's iPlayer, and that's all they were going on about. It was like it was an excuse straight away. Yeah, it's crazy. Big excuses coming out. 3 at the back is killing us. James and Rafferty are not wing backs. That's from Alan Bates. Totally agree. Not wing backs, but that's where he seems to be playing them. So, I mean, guys, where do we go from here? The manager has been backed. Nobody can say, really, you can blame Tony Stewart for this, because he has been backed. And still, we are not performing anywhere near the levels that we should be performing. So, where do we go from here? I mean, is there anybody in the chat? So obviously the link is in our X post and Facebook post. So if you want to come on live, give your opinions of the game, all you do is click on that link and I'll bring you in. You can discuss how you thought the game went, where you think you want us to go. Anybody is welcome on this channel, like I said before. So if anybody wants to jump on, please don't hesitate to jump on. It would help me out as well, because trying to do it solo is a lot harder than you actually think. So yeah, if any fans want to jump on, even Cardiff fans, I mean, I predicted we would win 3-0, which I thought we would win today. But we're well beaten by Cardiff. I think personally, as bad as we was, I thought to say they had 10 men, they was absolutely fantastic with Cardiff. I give some of their fans some stick in the week, but I've got egg on my face, so I've got to face the music, boys. I got the right score, predicted 3-0, but unfortunately it's 3-0 to Cardiff. I thought Willock was absolutely fantastic, and they just run rings round us, and I can't believe that Burton got a draw with them, and they had 10 men and we couldn't do anything. Backed in January, it's all gone to waste. I follow commentary is definitely mates with Amshaw, Danny. Yeah, Danny, 100%, mate. In the end, I had to turn the commentary off because they was annoying the life out of me. They're just obsessed with Matt Amshaw to the point of saying we went to Exeter with a plan. Not many teams go to Exeter with a plan. So the manager knows what he's doing. I kid you not. I'll actually try and find it and watch it back and clip it you up. I am not even joking. That's what the absolute lunatic said on the iPlayer follow. So it was an absolute joke. And in the end, I turned the volume off. I can't listen to that nonsense anymore. Somebody tell me the hype with Martha wouldn't get him Maltby Main. Totally agree with you, Pete Scott. I thought Martha has been poor for months and months. Ever since he got called up to the World Cup squad, he's been poor. I don't think he was brilliant before that. I just think he's a guy that doesn't seem to have much end product. I don't think he's strong enough for league football. And that's been kind of proven to be correct. Knock off Nigel. I think Dango is what is needed in midfield. Might have been a better game, but other than that, the midfield isn't good enough. I mean, what are we going to do? I get what you're saying, knock off Nigel, but what are we going to do? Every single game, are we going to look to a player that's not playing and say, that's the reason we lost? Because that's what we've done all season. Well, that's what the manager's done all season. So today, it's because we haven't got Dango. That would have made a massive difference. Before that, we had Dango, but we didn't have Sam Nombe, so it's Sam Nombe. Next week, we'll probably have Dango back and Powell back, and then we'll blame that. This squad is good enough to compete at the very top of this league. The manager is the issue. Trust me, get rid of this manager and you will watch us finish mid-table comfortably, even from this position. Trust me, this league is garbage. The new buzz about the place with the new man and signings didn't last long. Well, yeah, I mean, because football's played on a pitch, it's not played with PR spin. Because that's all the football club has done all this week is give you spin after spin after spin, yeah, to try and hype Matt Amshaw. You could give Matt Amshaw the 4 best players in this league and you'd still have us in the bottom half of the table because he is not a manager, unfortunately. I mean, it's nothing personal. He's just not good enough. I mean, I don't know how many times you want me to say it and you want performances like this. I mean, name on one hand how many good performances we've had this season. You can't, because we haven't had any. The Baldy Wolfer, he has no clue. He has been back this window playing 5 of the back with the options of forward-thinking players, yet he sticks with the same negative formation. Absolutely disastrous. Big boy, get gone. Kaylee Wilson, Bush, do you think he will get sacked as Tony left early? I don't go, but he walked down the tunnel. Clap, think he knows he's gone. So did he clap the fans again? Because he only seems to clap when he wins now. But Kaylee, to answer your question, I don't think they'll sack him. They should sack him. But I think when you lose 9 games in a row and he doesn't get sacked, I think the writing's on the wall that they don't want to sack him. And then they backed him in January. So this new guy's come in. If he's got any balls about him, he's going to say, look, Matt, thank you. You know, it's just not working, mate. If you want to keep him on as a coach at the club or something and get a manager in, that is another option. If you don't want to sack him that way, maybe just keep him as what he was when he was under Paul Warne. But for me, not good enough. The worst thing we did to you this season was loan Atete. Yeah, Atete was bad, but we've had worse, believe it or not. We need 4-4-2. Yeah, knock off Nigel, totally agree. I think this team is set up better for 4-4-2, but Matt Amshaw doesn't like it. Watched the night follow today, but listened to the Cardiff commentator whoever he was, said all the problems we had 2 are everything. Spot on seems everyone can see it, but our manager, Cardiff, different class. God, my words aren't coming out. Cardiff were different class, championship side for sure. Sad times, and that they have not to get worse. Hampshire should fall on his sword. Totally agree with you. I think for me, he's got to go. He's just not good enough. We don't actually know how good these players are. The manager is holding them back. Martha could be Ronaldinho before we all know, but he plays wing back, so we'll never know. It's a bit like Carrick at Manchester United. So you look at Kobe Mainoo and players like that were doing absolutely nothing for United. But a manager comes in and just gives them a bit of freedom and lets them play in the correct positions with a structured sort of formation, and results can turn. So yeah, I totally agree with you, Danny. Jamie Holmes, the same manager that took us on a 13-game unbeaten run. We just went 3 unbeaten before today. I expect a loss even when they went to 10. Jamie, how many games did we win in that 13 unbeaten? And we played Wimbledon, Northampton and Exeter. And before that, we lost 9 in a row. Yes, 9 in a row. And we are now in February and set second bottom of League One and lost to 10 men Cardiff and had 1 shot at home. Mate, sort your standards out. They are in the bin. Jamie Holmes, mate, your standards unfortunately are in the bin, mate. You need to wake up. Otherwise, you'll be watching us play God knows who in League Two next season. If you lost, I'm sure tomorrow, who you think would come, or who would you like to see come in, mate? I'd like to see the bloody sandwich man come in above Matt Hampshire. He's probably got better tactics. Anybody. I don't care. Bring anybody in. For me, I'd have Savage. I'd go for Robbie Savage. But there's plenty that would come. Don't worry about that. Wayne Earl, no. Not sure what that one's about. Liam Mullins, Matt, just isn't the man for the job. Can't pick a winning team and formation, and tactics are terrible up the Millers. Yeah, totally agree with you, Liam. Good post, mate. Andy Brown, he's only giving it Tonga, or would it, or both? Well, from what I hear at the training ground, I think Tongi would be a better option than Matt Hampshire because he actually delivers the awkward message to the players that the manager doesn't dare do. So maybe Tongi would even be a better option. I wouldn't be for me personally, but if this new guy's coming in, like people told me, he's giving us investment, maybe he'll get us a Gary Rowett. Who knows? No, he didn't. Keely Wilson, no, he didn't. People are saying no. So are we replying to somebody in the chat's not quite sure what you mean by that? Same manager who took us 13 games unbeaten run. I agree with the formation. We need to be a back 4. I predicted a loss today, even when we went down to 10. So that's Jamie, the other guy's burner account by the sounds of it. It's the same post. The players were there on the bench to change the shape and tactics if needed, but didn't use them. Everyone excited about Watmore, but we didn't see him till the 91st minute. Andy Brown, and that's no better either, but your club is same shit, different day. 90% of them were draws. Yeah, totally agree, John. I thought both the score was nailed on today. Probably the 4-0 at Exeter gave us false hope and was a one-off. Played 2 poor teams in Wimbledon and Northampton and should have comfortably got 6 points and struggled to get 4. Brilliant. Totally agree with you, Sean. Does anyone know what happened to Hugo and Kelly? Got rid of the dead wood from the team and still look lost. There's no leader on the pitch. We need Swales, McIntosh, Branson or Woody type of character out there, unless these pussies have it in them. Totally agree with Sean. I do know Hugo is injured. Not quite sure about Kelly. I just don't think he's made the match day squad today. but Hugo is definitely injured. It was like a training game for Cardiff. John Blundell, yeah, totally agree with you. It was. Knock off Nigel. How can we change the formation every time? Just shows he hasn't got a clue. What he's doing, player out of position. No wonder players can't get a grip how to play because they don't know what position they're playing week in, week out. And that is a good call. Thank you for the super chat, £10 super chat from Jan. Appreciate your effort, KB. Here's a bit of petrol money I saved today, but not traveling the 210-mile trip to do each game. No, totally appreciate that, Jan. Thank you ever so much. And yeah, I don't blame you. 210-mile trip is a long way to get to home games, mate. Fair play to you. Yes, Robbie would be a good one in the battle. No, who would take no shit. Yeah, and I think that's been lacking as a recruitment. I did say it on recruitment day. It's all right signing all these young players, but I want a Tony Grealish or a Stuart Talbot or a Guy Branston in that midfield. Obviously not Guy Branston in midfield, but like a Stuart Talbot, somebody that's going to get stuck in, rough them up a little bit. Because that's what you need in a relegation battle. That's what you need. To pull these young kids through and protect them on the pitch. That's what we're lacking. Everything's a bit too soft at the minute. And I think as well, I was surprised we signed Watmore, but he's a nice guy. But I don't see Matt Hamshaw signing characters like that because I think I don't think he can manage them. He struggles with the players now, let me tell you. Dale Tong does have to give a lot of the messages out that really should be given from the manager to the players, and he hasn't got the balls to do it. Stuart Grant, not sure why you think we have good players. Not sure. So, I mean, Gray, I think Man City bid 40 million for him. We got him playing today. We got Sam Nombe, who Bolton bid 2 million for. Probably one of the best players in the league playing today. We got a Manchester United Academy guy that's rated one of the best in the academy at Manchester United. We've got Joe Powell, who got in the team of the year for the division. We've got James and Rafferty, who have won the league in this division. So there's more than enough quality there, man. That's why I think it. My eyes don't lie on football players, and my eyes don't lie on a poor manager. And we have got a poor manager. Rafferty and James are not wing backs. Incredible how I'm sure cannot see this. Yeah, and that's what I mean. So both of these two have won promotion from this league. Yeah, both of them. But they weren't playing out of position when they won it. Dawson doesn't care about Rotherham, as he is a Wednesday fan. He is shit. Amso don't care either. He's a Wednesday fan. Yeah. Totally agree. I mean, Dawson was giving lip to the Rotherham fans as well the previous week. I mean, if I'm the manager and my goalkeeper is giving a back and forth with the fans, I'm dropping him. They're paying, them fans behind that goal are paying your wages, mate. Have some respect. And there is no respect at this football club. They just take us money and don't give a toss about us. So, yeah, totally agree. We need a manager who will be tough on the players and get them playing. Not Matt Hamshaw. He's got no backbone. Totally agree, knock off Nigel. And that's the big problem as well. He's not a manager. Yeah. Everybody thinks, oh, you've got like the modern day manager's got to put her arm around. No. You think Pep does that? You think Pep puts his arm around players every 5 minutes and bums them? He don't. He gives them harsh truths. That's what you've got to do. Arteta the same. All the top managers do. That's why Neil Warnock did so well. Playing free at the back against the best wingers in the league is suicidal. Give him all the time in the world first hard. No coming back once they got one up. Yeah, totally agree. And like I said, playing free at the back when they've got Willock. I mean, Willock absolutely tore us a new arsehole today. Absolutely run riot with us. So yeah, totally agree with that. Just want to do a quick shout out to Crowning Away Days. So not a good day to give away days, but Tuesday the 24th of February, they're going to, the pub opens at 3 o'clock, bus departs at 5:45. £14 for members, £16 for non-members. That's for the Bradford City game. Where's everybody else? Are they all depressed today, Lee? Tom may be joining us lately, and Adam may be joining us. Like I said, any fan is welcome on. So the link is, in fact, I will post the link again in the chat. I think everybody's a bit shy. Nobody wanting to come on. Let me just get this link in the chat and see if any supporters want to join us. Just go onto the YouTube and I'll put it in there. And you can give your views of the game. Like I said, any Cardiff fans as well want to come on and give us a bit of stick the can. So that has been put in the chat now. I will put that up. So you don't need any extra sort of apparatus. You can join it on your phone. All I need you to do is show your camera. That's all I ask you to do. You'll come into the lobby and you'll just give your views. So you're more than welcome to come on. South Yorkshire Derby lost us all credibility. Donny and us both got battered today. Battle of the biggest clowns in South Yorkshire. Awful Lee, mate. That's from Danny, who TURFC. Yeah, it was, mate. Terrible. Kurt the Miller says we was passed off the park. Yeah, we totally was. Passed and played off the park, really. So yeah, it's not good today. I am really disappointed with it. And obviously now, when we look at the league table, let's just hide that, shows us on 31 points after playing 29 games. So now we are currently second bottom of the league. Even Northampton are 19th. Yeah, it's just not good enough. Where we're at is just not good enough at the minute. So we do need to improve our performances to get out of this mess. I'm hoping he gets sacked before we play these two next games and he keeps his job. Dawson needs to go in the summer. Yeah, I mean, Dawson, like I said, I mean, his attitude as well. I'm not really a fan of his attitude. I just don't think it's good enough, really. You can't be performing like this and kicking off at the fans. So yeah, so I'll put that link in. So if anybody does want to join me, you're more than welcome to. Lee, that's a link on how to join, not to join. Okay, that must be why it's not doing it then. So let me just, yeah, sorry about that. Thank you, John, for coming in, letting me know. This should be, let me know if that one's the link. This one should allow you to come in. Yeah, that is the link to come in. That will get you into the live with us. And we have got John joining us. Let me just get John on. We'll just move that. God, I'm having a nightmare here, John. You're going all over the place. That's better.
Hello.
So, John,
good evening.
You've been at the game today, mate. What what was your thoughts on the game?
Am I allowed to swear? Firstly, I'll not swear. I'll keep it professional. What can I say, Lee? 10 men Cardiff, putting 3 past a very, very rubbish Rotherham United side. And I think a lot of people had a lot of high expectations for today after the Exeter game. I went in confident. I didn't think it'd be like 4 or 5-0, but
I did. I put 3-0 to us.
I know you did. I saw.
The stick off Cardiff.
I did see that. But honestly, bro, I don't. Apart from the grade chance, we look lost. I know I've been commenting. I can't see a single player on that pitch that's going to stand up and say, "This is the way out of the relegation zone." They look so lost, Lee. It's so sad to see.
Yeah, I mean, the setup isn't working. I mean, he's playing with 3 centre backs, and they've got probably 2 of the best wingers in the league, and they absolutely tore us a new arsehole, that, especially the first half. And yeah, I just think it was tactical suicide.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to be stubborn. He's not going to change it.
I fear, yeah, and I've said this to you privately and on the shows. I fear that, unfortunately, they're happy keeping Matt Hamshaw. A, because they haven't got the money to sack him, and B, to bring another manager in. They just haven't got the money. So where do we, as a fan, it's not good enough. Losing 3-0 at home. Yeah, we can have all the top of the league. But even if, right, I would, if they beat us 3-0 with 11 men, I'd have said hats off to them. Absolutely hats off to them. But we had 60 minutes of an extra man. Like, we should be they were running us raggedly. They were whipping it down both wings. We were chasing shadows. That's what we should have been doing to them.
Yeah, exactly. A few comments coming in. Agree, KB, we need graft in the middle of the park. A Stuart Talbot or Jerry Gow would put the boot in and get shirts on their shirts. Too many fancy one-trick ponies who stroll around the pitch with no heart, apart from Dan Gore, of course. What's your opinion on Spence? Had some good games, but showing no consistency. For me, Spence, I like him, but like you've put in the comment, he's not consistent. I think the thing with Spence is he needs a Dan Gore at the side of him, better players, because I think this is the highest he's ever played in his career. So it is a step up for him. So I don't fault his effort, and I do think he is a good player, and I do think he can be a good player. But I think the consistency thing is because he is actually playing above his normal level. So I don't think he's ever played higher than League Two. He was at Barrow. I think it is a step up for him. And at times, against the better teams, I think he does struggle. Against the Northampton or somebody down at the bottom, I think he's better than those type of players. But when you come up against the Cardiff, I don't think he's top-end League One or Championship, where a lot of them Cardiff players are top-end League One Championship players. And I think that's where you find the inconsistency. When we play the better teams, he struggles. That's my opinion. What about you, John? What are your thoughts on Kean Spence?
I think you've hit the nail on the head. Inconsistency. Obviously, he's had his injury problems as well, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
You can't have 4 or 5 games and then miss 4. You can't. And then he's chopping and changing all the time as well with midfield to bear with injuries. But yeah, he's not really shone for me. And quite frankly, I think he said it as I was watching about a different player completely, Martha. I don't understand. I don't. He's a bit like Jack Holmes. I don't know why he's in our team.
Yeah, and like he could just do a simple pass, and then he'll have to do like a little flick or something. 9 times out of 10, he loses the ball when he does it as well.
And he caused the penalty as well. He caused the penalty because he was lazy.
Yeah. Jan says, "Nice one, John." Jan, happy to see you.
Thank you.
We'll sleepwalk into League Two. He won't change this formation, and we will lose the next 2 games.
Ooh.
I hope we don't lose the next 2 games. I still think we're capable with the players we've got to win it with Matt Hamshaw, but I do hope they do pull the trigger. John, did you see Hamshaw walk down the tunnel tonight and didn't clap the fans? Did you see
To be
that?
fair, in response, Kaylee, I have to admit I was too busy trying to avoid the fighting in the crowd. There was a
Yeah,
lot of rush.
yeah. Just tell me a bit about that, John. What happened?
So
Like,
as we were, obviously they've scored the 3rd goal, and there's a lot of people leaving, and a lot of people were clapping our team, and it has kicked off. So I try to avoid that. You know what I'm like, Lee, but
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't great. It wasn't good. Like, it's not a good look in the family stand. I'll tell you that for now. So
Well,
I
that's in the
can't
family
comment
stand.
on the Hamshaw thing. I can't, and I don't want to assume. So I don't want to say
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has or hasn't.
yeah,
But I know from experience, his history is he doesn't. So it wouldn't surprise me, Lee, if he hasn't clapped. But what is there to
yeah.
clap? What are we clapping at? We've been drummed 3-0 at home.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I don't mind a manager unless it's away from home. I think they should clap the fans, win, lose, or draw
Yeah,
from
yeah.
home. But at home, if you've been spanked, I ain't got a problem with him not clapping the fans. But the
Mm.
problem is, he's come on record and said, "I always clap the fans, no matter what," and he doesn't do it. So that's where
It
I've
does.
got the frustration with him. Because I'm like, well, he's just gone down the tunnel and not clapped the fans. He only seems to do it when we win. Now,
Yeah.
if you're going to say I'm only going to clap you when you win, at least say that. Don't say I'm going to do it all the time. Because you're not. I mean, I don't blame him really, because probably he is going to get a bit of abuse if you're going to clap the fans after that performance.
It's
But
interesting that they've not released the after-match report yet. Actually, that's interesting for me.
yeah, maybe he's been sacked. Maybe we'll do some breaking news. Walking to League Two won't change his formation. I've read that one. Sorry. Glad Turbo Tom. Glad I was at Caravan show. So Turbo was meant to be on tonight, but he had to go to a Caravan show with his Doncaster mates.
Be a bit of time, Lee, to be honest.
He's got a few travelling mates. Generally, don't see what Martha brings to this team. That's Jamie, RUFC. Yeah, John's just backed that up as well. I think everybody. Martha is a waste of space. Martha is getting some criticism. Do we know what the state of Coletta's injury? I was told he was fit. He was due to be fit today. So whether he's not made the squad or he's failed a late fitness test, I'm not sure.
Is he the lad from Wolves that we brought in? He is, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but Paul Davis said he was fit.
Well, we all know what we think of Paul Davis.
We will take 4 points for the next 2, a draw at Burton and win versus Donny. Yeah, we kind of need 6 really.
Yeah,
we're really in the mix now. He didn't clap. He walked straight down the tunnel after shaking the Cardiff's boss's hand. That's from Jamie. Just listens. He has the interview now. Just listen to Hamshaw's interview. Powell went off with a hamstring shock. Fucking hamstring. Spence had an injection in his knee and has hardly trained but had to play. Why did he have to play?
He didn't have to play. You've got loads of new faces in.
Again, we've got Matt Hamshaw now blaming injuries.
That's poor.
Man,
Poor.
The guy is just clueless. Get him gone. Jesus. Is Dangor available for the next 2 games? Not sure.
He should be all right. It's his shoulder, wasn't it? I don't know if it was a dislocation. I'm not sure. Nobody said anything.
Struggle to be back. Let me tell you, I've done that myself, and it's painful.
Yeah. You're never right after it, are you?
No, my lad's done 113 away games on the bounce to watch. Probably the first or second worst ever Millers squad in my 45 years of watching my beloved Millers. They say every team goes through good and bad times, and since we moved to the New York Stadium, we have had more good than bad. They are good times. We'll come back to the Millers, but not with the big boy part of it. Up the Millers. That is a great comment. I'm going to start that comment as well. So, Sean, great comment, mate. totally agree with you. I'm a similar age to you as well. So, and I would say, I wouldn't say it's a bad squad, but I would say it's the worst manager I have ever witnessed watching Rotherham United. And I generally put him above Danny Bagara. I generally put him worse than Danny Bagara, worse than Alan Stubbs, worse than Kenny Jackett, worse than Mick Harford. I think this manager is the worst manager in the club's history of my lifetime watching Rotherham United. He is tactically inept. He is too weak to be a manager. I mean, he gets rattled by fans. He gets rattled by me finding out information at the club. And yeah, important information that he gives to the players has to come from Dale Tong, not the manager. And that is a fact. So it's embarrassing. No go out for another couple of weeks, Hamshaw says. So that's another. I mean, what are we're gonna use that as an excuse for losing again? No Dango. Spence didn't train.
Hugo.
Oh, Hugo. We'll say Hugo. No Kelly. Kelly must have been in as well. Who else not played today? No, Jack Holmes got run over by a train on the way here and broke his toenail. He could have played. Once they're all back, though, once all his players are back, watch us go, boys. Nobody will beat us. Once all his players are. Oh, my God. I'm sure. Mate, honestly, I know you're starting to look like Steve Evans, but you're not a manager, brother. Not a manager.
But I was actually just thinking of the question I have to fans, right? And I was there for the majority of the Steve Evans abuse. We were abusing that guy no end last season. When he came in, we did the whole Steve Evans is back thing. How are people justifying Matt Hamshaw not being as bad or worse than that run? Because we've not won a single. I mean, Exeter, okay, we'll put that to one side, right? So everyone's saying about 13 games in the chat. We had 95% of them were draws. That's not acceptable.
And we had a record of 9 defeats in a row.
Exactly. But Steve Evans was hounded for that. Bushy.
Should we just forget that? Yeah. Should we just forget that? We 9 defeats in a row.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I get it. It's because Matt Hamshaw is from Romarsh, lads. He's from Romarsh. It's all up here. I used to see him when I used to walk me dogs on Romarsh. You know what I mean?
I didn't say that.
Oh, dear. Above Dave, Cussack and George Kerr as well, KB, plus the big boy has a Barry Bannon poster on his bedroom wall as well.
Sean's coming out with some great lines tonight.
I didn't see Dave Cussack or George Kerr, but yeah, if you say that he's above them as well, it must be bad because I think my dad said those two were.
Who's the Scottish one that we had? He was horrendous. Stubbs. Oh.
Stubbs, yeah, he was bad.
God.
He was bad.
Oh, no, not this.
Paul Warren back. Well,
fuck's sake.
Listen, I'll be totally honest. I didn't want Paul Warren back. However, if it's a choice at the time, you want somebody like Paul Warren. Paul Warren was available, so we could have got Paul Warren over Matt Hamshaw. That's what should have happened if we had the money. That suggests to me we don't have the money, like you said, John. That's the problem. But if the club come out and say, look, we haven't got the money to sack him, then at least it stops all the noise of rid of him.
But like you said, it'd be interesting with this new non-executive board fancy fan. I'm going to call him.
Do you know what he is? He's Tony Stewart, the best chairman we've ever had. Let me just climb out of his arse a minute. Tony Stewart's the best chairman we've ever had. We should be thankful for Tony Stewart. Without Tony Stewart, we won't have a football club. Without Tony Stewart, I wouldn't be getting a free box. Oh, hang on, I didn't mean to say that. I won't get a free box if I don't praise his arse. And then I'm coming on an unpaid thing because I love the football club. Hang on, I'm getting free tickets. Don't tell anybody that, though. I'm getting free tickets, free box. free drink with Tony, free golf club, golf swings at the golf club. Don't say any of that though, because it's club spin. So I'm here to make a change. Investment could be coming.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
I'll believe it when I see it. I've heard all this spin before by this football club. I'm not suckered in. Many people are. Many people were suckered in. They usually do it around season ticket time.
Yeah, Steve Evans. Yep.
Yeah, they've done it this time around time when people have stopped going. Have you noticed when the fans have started to vote with their feet, they don't want to sack the manager, so now they bring a new guy in on the board to take the distraction away from the manager.
Exactly.
Sign 6 new players, which will take your distraction away from the manager and the chairman. Because the chairman people were wanting to protest against the chairman a couple of weeks ago. Now everybody's thinking, oh, there's new investment. This guy's come in. Oh, we need to give it a go. We always sign 6 players. Oh, everything's going to be rosy at the club. Oh, mate.
No.
We're still running out of pies. There's still rust on the floodlights.
They were leaking again today, mate. Leaking again.
The stadium's leaking. The ground looks filthy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But happy 100 years, Lee. Happy,
Happy 100 years. Yeah, it's going well, mate. I will say, well done today for the tribute to Ronnie Moore. I didn't think it could have been done a bit better. I like the King's Crown as well. I lent it him. Thank you, Ronnie. It's okay. But yeah, praise to Ronnie Moore.
Yeah.
Again, if this new guy is serious, I expect to see a statue of Ronnie Moore and John Breckin outside the stadium at the first game of next season. If not, he can piss off with Tony Stewart too. Go and get a box at
He's
Sheffield
too busy
Wednesday.
getting his box, I was going to say, yeah.
How long till Benson is back? I'm not quite sure. Knock off Nigel. I will try and get that information for you though, as I always do. Yeah, I'm not sure when he's back. Matt Taylor was the worst manager and only won 8 games. I totally disagree with you. Matt Taylor was managing in the Championship with the smallest budget.
Half the budget as well.
Yeah,
not even small. Yeah. It was half. It was like,
and we're playing in the Championship. We're not in League One. So
yeah,
Matt Taylor's not even close to being our worst manager. And he kept us up in the Championship, something that Paul Warne never managed to do. He won't get sacked. Tony Stewart needs to pay the money to pay for next year's cruise.
Not wrong.
Probably. Bushy, the big boy, never masterminded that 4-0 win at Exeter. Sam Nombe single-handedly destroyed them on his return to his former club. Pity we're not playing a few more of his former clubs before the end of the season. Yeah, totally agree, Sean. I think this is what I'm saying. He didn't mastermind any win, really. I mean, it's just purely football facts. We had better players than Exeter. We've got better players than Exeter. The problem is we've got better players than most teams in this league, but we still lose most weeks. If the teams are level, we will lose. So if we come up with a team that's level to us, we'll lose because the tactics are shit. If we play a team that are better than us, we definitely lose. If we play a team that's worse than us, it's a lottery because we've got the manager. That's my view. Can't wait for my lad to come home tonight. He was quite positive before kickoff, which is very rare. But tonight, I'm sure he will be his usual raging self, but still do the away games to make it 114. Nina, wow. Absolutely brilliant that your son's doing that. Like I said, we all have a rant. We all and don't get it twisted. We all love Rotherham United. We're in pain tonight, but we'll still watch the next game. We'll still watch the next game after that. And a massive credit to your son for doing 114 games. That's phenomenal support.
Hats off to him.
Yeah, hats off to him, especially watching this team as well. No glory, no glory hunting from your son. 100%.
He would have been going to the away games, but it was the worst away record as well. So bloody hell, well done him.
Even when Nombe was injured, Benson seemed to do a job. Yeah, I like Benson. I think Benson is a good player, really good player. We got record numbers again in the live. There's over 471 people watching live, which is absolutely fantastic. If you do want to join us, that link that John joined, I should have pinned it, shouldn't I? Really? miles away now somewhere, but it is in there somewhere. You can just click that link, even if you're on your phone. You're more than welcome to come on, give your opinion of the game. So, John, who was your man of the match today? The man of the match for overall, for me, I would give it Willock at Cardiff. I thought he was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
But for Rotherham, who was your man of the match for Rotherham?
I can't give it. I can't think. Oh, let's have a look. No.
Football, give it to James.
Reece James. I think they were all poor, if I'm honest. Even Powell. I couldn't give you one, Lee. I'm sorry. I couldn't say there was a standout performance at all. Sorry.
You won't give it anyone.
Nobody. Dear. No one. the Miller Bear bashing the drum did a better job, pal. I'm sorry. I can't give you a definitive answer on that.
Yeah,
I think the new lad. If I'm honest, the new lad came in and looked a cover. I wouldn't give him man of the match, but he looked a better player, if that makes sense. So
yeah, I like the look of him when he come on that cover.
Yeah, he was at least trying to push something, do you know?
Yeah, and he looks like he's quite. He looks quite tall, chap.
He's very similar to Denzel Hall. He's a very similar build and a very similar style of footballer. So
yeah, he looked decent when he come on. I don't know why we didn't play the Manchester United lad as well, one of the highest rated academy lads. Cardiff were after him in the window, and we just keep him on the bench.
Yeah, and then threw on what's his name, the ex-Millwall lad on the 93rd. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What more? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. He could have changed. Nombi was blowing off his feet.
Yeah, give credit to Nombi. He did press and harry. I think he were fighting a losing battle because not everybody was pushing. I'm in Glasgow city centre, which is now an awful place. From Tom, everywhere's awful.
Oh, that's his son, is it? I follow him on X.
Oh, Connor Tiny, where are you? Laughing out. Yeah, get Tiny to scan the code. We've been chatting to Tiny for a while. So if he wants to come on, he can give his view. He can do it via his phone if he's on the coach on the way back. But Nina, I do know your son actually, and he does go absolutely everywhere watching Rotherham. And I mean everywhere on a Tuesday, on a whatever, cold, wet, windy night on bloody Blackpool. He went. And I know he has also expressed concerns about Tony Stewart and Matt Hamshaw and had his own fans turn on him at games as well, similar to what Bez has had as well. So, yeah, fantastic achievement. And we have to agree, Tiny is a Rotherham United legend. He goes all over watching them. So absolutely big shout out to Tiny. And like I said, if he wants to join the stream, he is more than welcome to. Legend. To be brutally honest, lads, you lads were poor. Yeah, totally agree with you. Little Philly, obviously a Cardiff fan. I expected more Cardiff fans to pop in actually. But no, totally agree with you. We were poor. I think you were good to say you had 10 men as well. I thought you were probably the best team I've seen at the New York Stadium. I think you'll get promoted, no problem at all. I think we made you look better than what we should have done, but all credit to you. The sending off for me wasn't a red card. I'd watched it back because it was on the iPlayer. Gray kind of bought it, so we got kind of lucky with that and still didn't capitalize. Please, it was a joke. Well, something was a joke. Unfortunately, we have to say Rotherham at Cardiff Stadium were in the top 3 worst teams to ever come to our new ground. Today was possibly even worse. So Cardiff fans saying we're the worst side, we played them at Cardiff. And also today they think we was even worse than we was at Cardiff, which is argue I'd love to argue with you and say I disagree. Unfortunately, I can't disagree with that. Easy 3 points again. Can't believe how bad Rotherham are. When you went down to 10, we really caused us problems. And then the quality in the team is non-existent.
Yeah.
Worst we've seen all season, and 10 men as well. So they're saying that we are the worst side they've played this season. So, yeah, and we can't really say we've got loads
I mean,
of
we
players.
are 23rd for a reason, aren't we? So,
What happened to Cardiff fans having umbrellas, covers in tears? Yeah, that didn't happen. So I'm happy to eat my humble pie, mate. But your fans are still some of the worst in the league, crying over a game that gets postponed because the pitch is unplayable that season. Today, you're top of the league and you couldn't sell all your tickets, and you claim to be a big club. So cry on that. Which side had the extra man? Not sure. Looked like you had the extra man. But,
not us for certain. That's a fact.
I mean, I don't know what you wanted to argue about. We was poor. I've said we're poor. I'm an honest guy. But your fans are poor. You didn't sell all your tickets. You're filthy away end. You're top of the league. You claim to be championship stroke big club. You can't even sell all your tickets. And you cry when there's a bit of rain. So what do you want me to say? Go back to Welsh. You shouldn't even be in the English leagues anyway. You're Welsh.
That's a Tom joke.
Do you think you will bounce back when you go down? We won't go down. We won't go down. I don't think we'll go down. Speak English. I'll speak in Italian. That's what I speak to your mum in Italian. Loves it. To be fair, it was a late kickoff today. 3 minutes past 1 minute. It actually kicked off at 2 minutes past. Long way to go for an evening kickoff.
Evening kickoff.
Yeah, it's kind of a Welsh joke.
I'm Welsh and I don't get it.
Yeah, when you're Welsh, you do these kind of weird jokes.
No, I don't actually.
Don't worry about it. It's a Welsh thing.
I'm Welsh. I don't get it.
You couldn't even sell 10k at home, and you want to talk about fans? Yeah, I'm talking about your away fans. We're second bottom of the league. Of course, we're not going to have loads of fans there. What do you want us to do? We're second bottom. You're top. You should sell out everywhere. Come on. You're top of the league. You're from a big city. We're a town. You're expecting Rotherham, a little town, to get bigger crowds than Cardiff. Wake up, sweetheart. What you guys should have done, you should have gone and supported Swansea, because they're the bigger club. They're the big club in Wales. So go and support Swansea. Go and support Swansea. They're a bigger club. I hope you do stay up, even if it's lucky to stay up and build on next season. New manager, whoever it may be, and for your fans need to stop falling out. You're all entitled to opinion, whether you like it or not. Totally agree, Nina. And that's the thing. Obviously, like I said, people have sent me death threats. People are doing this, that, and the other. Listen, mate, I ain't going to lose no sleep over it. Yeah, everybody has an opinion on football. If you can't take banter, you shouldn't be in it. I can take banter all day. You can come in here, do what you want, call me names, do whatever. I don't care. I'll give it you back. And that's football. Everybody should have opinion. Everybody should be entitled to it. And that's why I do not read people's comments out. I read them all out. I invite any fan on, to any Cardiff fans as well. If you want to join that link, you want to come on, have a bit of banter, bit of a glow. Make sure you got your umbrella in case it rains outside. I don't want you crying if you get wet. It's not my fault. I don't predict the weather. No, I'm the king, but I can't make it rain at night. Can't make it sunshine when I want it. How many tickets did you sell when you come to us? Again, we are a town. We don't claim to be a big club. I tell you something, if Swansea were top of this league, League One, and they come to Rotherham today, they would sell the away end out. There's levels to this game. You're trying to compete yourself with a city. We're a town. Remember that. 3-0, 10 men, best of luck for the rest of the season. Yep, cheers, Paul. No problem. Like I said, I think you are the best team in the league, and I think you will win the league. I think Willock is an absolute baller at this level. And I think you totally deserve to win. I can't complain about that. Best of the luck for the season. And like I said, no hard feelings. We got beat by the better team today. There's no bitterness from me. Your fans are coming in, giving it about crazy things. Bitter as a lemon. Not all tickets were available. Oh, mate, come on.
What? There was 1,500 available, and you sold 1,348.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Come on, little Philly. At least tell the truth when you come on here.
I mean, yeah, it was segregated, but like not that many. Whatever.
We sell out most away grounds. The only thing your lot, Phil, is their pants.
No pants. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Pants as well. There you go. At least Man United won today for you, big boy. Yeah, they did. Manchester United smashed Tottenham Hotspur. And my man Bruno scored. Yeah, so thank you. 1927 Manchester United did work. Gabriel on the bench was scandalous. Totally agree with you. Why is this kid on the bench? He's better than what we've got on the pitch, and he's on the bench. Crazy.
I don't. To answer that, I don't think we could have played him, Gray, and Nombe as a. Well, you could if you put Gray on the wing. I guess you could have. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how you would play the three if that makes sense.
Or you could even play Gray as like
where Gore plays. Yeah, behind
him. So play Nombe and Gray behind him. Play a different formation. He hasn't got it here like the king. I bet you will lose sleep over a relegation scrap. Yeah, I will. I don't want to be in a relegation scrap. Of course I don't. So I will lose sleep about that.
Well, also to add to that, Philly, like who wants...
Listen, I'm just not going to lose sleep over your banter.
But to add to that as well, sorry, before you go on to that one, mate, I wouldn't want any team to be relegated. It hits the fans, it hits the club. Yeah, League Two, we might bounce back, we might not. But there's such a financial implication. We haven't got. They've got a wealthy owner. These Cardiff fans as well. I think he's Taiwanese. I'm not 100% sure, but we haven't got that at Rotherham. We haven't got millions of pounds sitting in our bank like Cardiff, and also Cardiff fans. We pay our players.
There you go. How much did you pay the ref? I didn't pay him anything. But it wasn't a red card. So if you're on here to debate me about a red card, it wasn't a red card. The player bought it, the ref fell for it, end of story. You tell me how many good referees you've seen this season in League One. They're all crap.
None.
So I mean, what do you want to tell me about that? Glad you agree that it was never a red though. Very soft, even more clear dive. Nombe got booked for diving, and rightly so. I don't want to see that shit from my football players.
No.
They were embarrassing and he deserved to get red. If I was in charge of the referee association, if players did that, they'd get a red card. Send them off.
It makes him look silly as well, Lee. Like there's no need to dive over there. No need.
It's cheating. It's crap. So yeah, I don't want to see that, Jonathan. So I won't defend it. The referee did the right call by booking him. I think there should be harsher penalties for it, to be honest. I don't agree with cheating at any sort of stage. Sean, my boy, is a season ticket holder and couldn't be bothered to the Peterborough or Wombles game as there is no atmosphere. He has heart and passion. He would have loved the good old days at Millmore on the Tivoli. Me and Nina took him to the first ever Millers game. At the last ever game at Millmore, he had to sit in the railway end with the Barnet fans. He was only 7 months old, and when Warnock took in charge, it was a miracle season. It was icing on the cake. I can't see Tiny going plenty more away. So
I can see Tiny doing plenty more away days.
Oh yeah, you can see him. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, Tiny will. He's got it in his blood, hasn't he? like a lot of Rotherham fans, they go all over.
Yeah.
Which I did plug also.
Crown away days.
Crown away days. So they're going to Bradford. So they go all over watching Rotherham. So I'll leave that up for now as well. And it's commendable that they do it, especially when we've had. I mean, these Cardiff fans coming on, they haven't seen flipping away results like we've had. Do you know what I mean? For the last God knows how many seasons. You lot are going down 100%.
Is it 100%?
It's not 100%. So
No, exactly.
Don't make false claims up. That's not 100%, James. You're incorrect. And if we sack the manager, we won't go down. Go support Leeds or something then. Why would I want to go and support Leeds? You should go and support Swansea. They're a bigger club. Go and support them. Up your way off to Swansea. I don't normally like your call for manager's head, but he's got to go after today. Such a bad result. David Winterton. Yeah, David, I mean, I get it. Some people don't like my calls for the manager to go. But when you see his tactics, you can't unsee them. When you hear the stuff that I hear, that I'm privy to from players, from people at the football club about Matt Hamshaw, you would be in the same camp as me. Trust me, you would. Some of the stuff I can't post, and I wouldn't post because I don't want people to lose the jobs at the football club. But purely and honestly, I haven't got anything personal against Matt Hamshaw. Just tactically, he's not good enough. He may be a good coach, maybe keep him on at the club as a coach. Don't know, whatever you want to do. But as a manager, unfortunately, he is not good enough. And I will say that if we win, if we beat Burton and we beat Doncaster, because I expect to beat them sides. But I would still call for Matt Hamshaw to go. I'm never going to be. He's not really ever going to produce anything that's going to turn my mind now. It'd have to be something really, really special to turn my mind, because I just feel he's out of his depth. But thank you for your comment, David. And yeah, I agree with you. He does have to go after today. Swansea don't have anywhere near as many fans as Cardiff. No, shut up. Swansea are a much bigger club. To be fair, you lost to the
Champions League.
No, they weren't. They were Europa League winners, if you want to get it right. We've been there last season struggling. You just need to grind out results. All the best, gents. Cheers, Reese. Finally, a Cardiff fan with some sense.
With a brain cell.
Yeah, I've not actually slagged Cardiff off today. I did predict us to win. I did say you deserve to win. I said you're the best team we've played. I've said it wasn't a red card. I said Nombe deserved to get booked when he died. I've got no complaints about the result. So
you've said the manager is still shit, which he is.
I've also said that I think you'll win the league. And all the best for the season. There's no hate from me. Me or fans. He can play up top and he can play out wide. Because he came through the Cardiff Academy. I know a guy at Manchester United Academy. He said he can play across all of the front. So
that's good. Yeah.
So for me, he should have started, but I'm not the manager. This should be interesting. It's always interesting, mate. It's always interesting. Josh, Wigan Bonds and Rotherham, worst team I've seen this season. More fighting Burton, Orient, Donny, and others. Yous are in trouble. Yeah, we are. If we've got Matt Hamshaw as manager, of course we're in trouble. Jesus Christ, we're terrible. Sean called it. Good on him. Yeah, he did. Fair play to Sean. If he wants to come on and glow, he's more than welcome to. You need a new manager to bounce back from League Two. There's no sign your manager can get anything out of your players. We're not going to League Two, mate, so stop talking about League Two.
It wasn't.
Sean says it wasn't a red card. Yeah, it wasn't. I totally agree with you. Cardiff have paid for all of their players.
I'm not going to get into that conversation because it's not what I said. I said we have paid for our players, and by that reference, I'm talking about something else which I don't want to discuss on the show.
Okay. So there you go. Yes, Sean was nearly spot on. Yeah, he was. At least you're battering the
Yeah,
tap. Yeah,
you
at
are.
least.
Yeah, it's about 50-0 or something. England, Wales. It's horrendous.
Which players have Cardiff not
I'm not.
paid?
I'm not commenting on it. I'm not commenting. I'm not going to comment on it. The Cardiff fans know what I'm talking about, and
When
I'm
have
not going to
Cardiff
venture.
not played their players?
You haven't
All
paid for a player, correct? Yes, you haven't, and it's in
they're all
court
coming
right
at you.
now. Come at
Is it?
me. They know it's the truth, and they know what I'm talking about. So
So it's in court right now. Man's just
they
rolled out
haven't paid. All I'll
make
say, Lee, is they
stories.
a French player that sadly passed away. They haven't paid for.
All right, yeah, I know which one you mean now. I know what you're on about. End of the game, Cardiff are a better side today. Let's see how things go against Burton. Yeah, we're the better side. Nobody's denied that. On a serious note, get rid of that manager. The way he's set up today from start to finish is a disgrace. He should have been sacked after losing 3-1 against 10 men, regardless of Cardiff's league position.
Shouldn't have been sacked against
Totally
Barnsley.
agree.
Never mind that. Yeah.
Great post. Thank you for your post, mate, and totally agree with you. We got battered by Leeds 7-0 last season. We had a manager as inept as yours last season. We have seen the results you've seen. Yeah, totally agree with you, Jonathan. I think for us, we do need to change the manager if we want to progress. You've seen it yourself. When you have an inept manager, it makes players look worse than what they are as well. And I feel that's what we are seeing. Nina, sorry, Leeds fan who beat a shy Forest team. Yeah, great win for Leeds last night. Buzzing, hate Forest, so well done to Leeds. All Leeds don't way. Oh, Phil's watching. He's nearly crying. I'll do a welfare check for him later. But no, a tidy team taking point of us while we've done you 7-0 on aggregate. Dread to think what Burton will do next weekend. Okay. On a series. Oh, yeah, I've read that one. Sorry. Getting
Lee,
that
I'm gonna have to dip, my friend. Sorry,
Yeah,
the
no,
family's.
thank you.
All right,
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
much
Cheers.
love, bro.
Take it easy. Leeds own Yorkshire, mate. Yeah, they're the biggest club in Yorkshire. I ain't got no issues with Leeds United. I don't think they really like Cardiff, though, to be honest. Quite a few comments coming in here. We had it last season. Every loss, our pad was full of opposition fans. So I get the pain. Serious question, though. Where has it gone wrong for you, you lot this season? You were championship often. Reese, where it's gone wrong is off the pitch, mate. We've got an aging chairman that's made a lot of bad decisions, bad manager appointments, bad recruitment, took his eye off the ball. I think this season, if I'm being honest, the recruitment's been okay. I just think the manager is clueless. And that's where it's going wrong. I think with this squad of players, we should be at the top half of the table, but we're just not showing it. You've seen over the 2 games, you've said we're the worst side that you've played, and I would agree with you. I'm the one that's getting the death threats off my own fans because I've called this manager out from day one. I said we would struggle this season from the start if Matt Hamshaw was manager. I've tried to give him a chance, and he's just not delivering. To be fair, if you play like you did at Exeter, you'll be fine. But today you showed us too much respect. At 10 men, your manager should have been screaming at you to press, but you sat off, which was bizarre. Totally agree with you, mate. Great post. Totally agree. Or you dipped into a Salah conversation without knowing the ins and outs. I didn't, mate. Obviously, that's John who discussed that. I'm not really up on that situation. I know it's an ongoing court issue. But yeah, like I say, wasn't my argument. Do you regret the red card? Because I think that made us step up a gear. You couldn't match us. It shouldn't have been a red card. Do I regret it? Not really. because I don't think we would have beat you if you didn't have had a 10 men, but I think it did put a rocket up your arse and it did step you up, and you just took the piss out of us, basically. Muppet, okay, cheers, thanks for that. Your friend is poorly informed, is in court to get the money back. He's just making a mug of himself, like anyone else that comments with no research. I've just said I've not commented because I've not researched it. So obviously John made the comment. Yeah, I'm not sure how informed. He may know it, but he didn't want to discuss it. So do some research before talking utter nonsense on a podcast. Yeah, like again, I didn't mention the Salah incident. I don't know enough about it to comment on it. So I don't normally comment on things I don't know about. So obviously need to take that up with John when he's next on. Yeah, run because you called out talking us the nonsense. What a tip. When Wintle was sent off, it's a great discussion because after that, our boys gave you a lesson. We didn't panic. We played football. We paid for the French side with money. No need to disrespect. So yeah, no. When your guy got sent off, you did step it up. Can't disagree with that. Family due back. Lee, apologies, no problem. You're getting a bit of stick in here, John, for your Salah comments. So yeah, Liam says I'm sure out. Yeah, totally agree with you. I think he is totally out of his depth. I've not run anywhere, lad. My family is due home. Cardiff fans need to focus on the win. Cardiff fans smacking on opposition before the game, not a right good look. So John saying there was a bit of trouble as well at the game. So not sure what went off there. One of the worst teams I've watched this season, and I've seen Wigan. Well, we've got to be. We're second bottom. So, Reece, you're not bringing anything new. We are second bottom, so that would suggest we are the second worst team currently in the league. So, yeah. Not all good coaches make good managers. Your manager's had a good reception as a coach. He's not a manager. Jonathan, that's a great point, mate, as well. Totally agree with you. So he has got a good reputation as coach, but as a manager, I know things. Let's just say that within the club, and yeah, he doesn't act like a manager to me. Big Phillips informed me, I'm sure, what his wages are, and he's lost the plot again. Big Phillips informed me, Hamshaw, what his wages are, and he's lost the plot again. Okay, what do you mean by that, Liam? What are his wages? Do some research. Oh, yeah, I've done that one. Sorry, a lot of these comments are duplicate, and we are getting lots of messages at the moment. Hence why I called him out. Disgusting. Are they in court, John? Yes, I'm correct. Calm down. H is spot on. You said French using the death of someone, point scoring very poor. Well, you got your house handed to you with your prediction was way off, delusional. Cunt. Okay, Harry the Harrodarts. Why don't you show your little weirdo little face on the chat? Why don't you pop on and rather than behind your little weird profile? I've said that my prediction was way off. I've said you smashed us. You deserved the win. You won 3-0. You deserved the 3-0 win. I've said it wasn't a red card. I said Sam Numbe deserved to get. So why come on calling people a cunt? Because I'm pretty certain you wouldn't ever say it to my face. Because like Rotherham got slapped up today, you would get slapped up, mate. So stop becoming brave behind your little profile. Most of your fans have come on and been respectful. You've come on calling people a cunt. So if you want to call me a cunt, call it to my face because I'd slap you all over Rotherham and Cardiff at the same time, you muppet. Bushy, you're lucky Sean didn't box your head off. Yeah, sure, mate. I'm sure he would. Ask him if he'd box my head off. He'll tell you. And again, you're hid behind something. Come and show your face. Or I'll tell you what, I'll meet Sean in Cardiff and I'll slap you all up. You silly little turds. Why don't you change topic now? Discuss today's game, Lee. Do you think you're going to be relegated now? Can Matt Amshaw save you? No, Matt Amshaw can't save us. The link's being put out there, you little turnip. Harry the Horror Darts Virgin. Yeah, mate, the little virgins. There are fewer Sean's, mate. Sean came on apologising for him. Because Sean knows if he pisses me off, people will get slapped up. And his little mates will get slapped up hid behind the little masturbating profiles. Most Cardiff fans have come on and been respectful. But these little jerks want to get slapped up. Shut up, you scruff. Yeah, I'm a scruff, mate. I could buy and sell your house and make you homeless, you little turd. Jesus. Cardiff fans, disgusting behaviour. Yeah, they make them muppets. You know what I mean? Some of these people. I'm happy. I'm a Cardiff fan, happy to pop round and talk about today's game and clear the Salah situation up for Cardiff fans. Yeah, clear it up, mate. Like I said, I don't know anything about the Salah situation. It's one of them. John's brought up. Lockie twins. Oh, and a guy thinks he can take on the world. Nah, I can take on your mum though, mate. So bounce. Josh, who has said that it's City's fault for the Salah tragedy? Please show me where anybody has said that, because they haven't. So can you pass a DBS check? No, because I've been to jail, mate. I'll go to jail again for slapping you up, you little nonce. So anyway, Cardiff fans, are you all as stupid as this little boy with his weird chatterer? He's obviously got issues and he's obviously needs his hard drive checking, because I don't know where he's going with it. But we're here to talk about football. If you want to talk about football, you're happy to come on and discuss it. If you're happy to show your face, mate, we'll see. But we won't. Did you see what happened to Davis towards the end when he went down off the ball? No, I didn't actually see that, to be honest with you, Reese. Didn't actually see that. I'm not sure if anybody did. Cardiff fans unhappy as we have a 4-hour drive home before Farmer puts their girlfriends away for the night. Mate, can look at the profile picture on that. He hasn't even got a girlfriend. Jesus. First time I've ever left early, fed up, getting rid, issue. No one would want it. How did your January window go? Yeah, I mean, we signed 6 players, Reese. It looked good. I mean, we got the young lad from Manchester United who was at your academy. A few of your players have said he's a really good player. We got Watmore in, who's played in the Premiership, been at Millwall. And then a few more loans and a permanent from one permanent. So we got 6 in. So, yeah, I was happy with the window, the back Matt Amshaw, but Matt Amshaw just isn't good enough. Shall we talk about the biggest team in Yorkshire and their great win last night? Yeah, Leeds won, beat scummy Nottingham Forest. So that was a good win. Hard luck, lad. What I will say is thought Harry Gray was the only one of yours who didn't give up and showed some quality. Looks a real player. Yeah, cheers, mate. Ace Podcast Nation. Harry Gray is going to be some player. But when these average players learn to put the ball into his feet, then he will be even better. But yeah, he's going to be some player for Leeds. Thankful for Leeds for letting us have him. Got a question for you. Why are your stands so steep? Yeah, they are quite steep. It was the stadium design what they wanted to make it feel like a bigger stadium than what it actually is, and for viewing. But yeah, it is quite steep. Cardiff World at 9 p.m. tonight. So that's for Cardiff fans. Hopefully you get some of the Muppets that have been on my show tonight. And maybe you can get them to lose the virginity on your show as well. Get them a few girls. Might help them. Played off the park against 10 men for over an hour. Enough said. Don't give a shit if they are top of the league. This league's dreadful. Yep, totally agree with you. Davis Innocent wasn't showed again, and I follow, so no one saw it. Yeah, we didn't see it. At least the away fans are allowed to stand. I think that is basically aimed at Rotherham United, as we don't have any standing. I can't say this guy's name. Biancheri will do well for you. Came through with many of the Cardiff lads that played today. Yeah, I think he's going to be a real good player. He's really highly rated at Manchester United Academy as well. So why he didn't play him, God only knows. Today's game out of the pitch. Curious to know how you find the refs in the decision. We've had an issue all season with them, so poor. So yeah, I think, mate, Reese, the refs are shocking. So it was no surprise to me when he gave that red card. Anybody with half a brain could see it was not a red card. And it could have ruined the game if we were any good. But it didn't. It actually spurred you guys on to play better. Absolutely battered us, really. But the refs as a whole in this decision, awful. They're ruining the game. It's just ruining the game, really. I just don't think the refs are very good. What do you make of the refs? I think even I don't just think at this level. I think even in the Premier League, they're too reliant on VAR, and they can't make their own decisions. And when they make them, they're wrong. So yeah, there's a big problem with refs in this league. Why don't you call Sean? Who's Sean? He's a massive talent and do well for you once he finds his feet. This is the first senior minutes. It may take time. That's the issue we've got. We've got a lot of players at the minute, and they're all quite young. I mean, we've got Dango, one of the biggest academy talents at United, along with I hate saying his name, Benicherry or whatever he's called. And we've got Harry Gray. We've got a lot of Baptiste at Sheffield. We've got a lot of good young players, but you need a mixture, really. He's very good, quite skilled, could struggle in the physical side. He's new to men's football, but very talented. Hope so. Yeah, I would like to see him, and what more? That would be a good partnership. We're top of the league and find the things we speak about every single week on Cardiff World is how poor the officials are. We win games and still come away complaining they are so poor. Yeah, totally agree with you, mate. That could have cost you. Obviously, it didn't cost you today, but imagine that game's for the title and you get a player sent off like that, and then you end up drawing the game and losing the title. It's not fair. And the fans pay for it. It's ruining the game when players are getting wrongfully sent off. You've paid to watch 11 V11, so it's not really fair. But the FA don't care about us, the fans. Sky don't care about the fans, so they're not going to say it anywhere. They just get covered up. I would really like refs having to come out and say exactly and ask questions like in an open forum like this on a live after the games and let them answer the fans because they get away with it. I'm surprised Watmore didn't start with Nombe. Also odd considering you're screaming out for goals. Yeah, totally agree with you. I don't know why Watmore didn't play. Came on in the 91st minute. When do Cardiff play Lincoln? Lincoln could be the dark horses here on a great run and definitely the dark horses for the season. Fair play to a club like Lincoln to be up there. But we said that. I mean, we beat Lincoln 3-0. 3-0 we beat Lincoln. At home, we battered them. And that shows you we have got squad capable of beating teams at the top, but we're just not doing it. So that sort of brings us to the end of the show tonight. Thank you to everybody that has commented, including the Cardiff fans who, despite winning, wanted to come on and abuse people. That's always nice. Always hidden faces. But there you go, isn't it? That's just what you get. Thank you to everybody who's commented as well. Thank you to everybody who's watched. We've had big numbers again watching, so thank you ever so much. If you have watched, please drop a like on it and share it as well. That always does help us. Jordan Hugel says, where's the lads? We've had John on tonight. The other guys have not come on. So I know that Turbo Tom is in Glasgow. And some people are working, so it's been difficult. Tune in to Cardiff City World at 9. All comments welcome. All fans welcome. Good show. All the best for the season, mate. Yeah, tune into that, guys, as well for Cardiff chat. They can enjoy their win. Great show, Bushy lad. This is our first time tuning in. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Sean. Thank you. Like I said, it's been a bit of a difficult one tonight because I'm new to podcasting as well, as people know. And I've had to do it solo, the show, basically. I did put the link out. John did join us. But other than that, it has been a solo show. So normally we do get a bit more of a wider scale of view, Sean. But really do appreciate you dropping in. If you do press subscribe and the notification button, you will get when we go live. We'll be live again on Sunday for our Sunday evening show. That is a phone-in show for any football fans. So Cardiff fans, you're welcome to come on that. There will be other supporters from other clubs on that. The Cardiff fan may be on as well this week. So yeah. Cheers, lads. Good luck for the season. Cheer, Paul. Like I said, most Cardiff fans have come on. They've been nice. We've got a couple of idiots on that came on the other week. I will find out off Sean who some of those are. He says he doesn't know who they are, but I'm pretty sure he does. And when he does, they may get a bit of a shock. All the best to the season, Ace Podcast Nation. Yeah, cheers, mate. All the best to Cardiff. I am sure that Cardiff will get promoted. Out of the two games I've seen, I haven't seen a better side this season than Cardiff. I think Willock, I keep mentioning Willock, but he's quality. You've got a good side. And when you got unfairly put down to 10 men, you stepped up and your players stepped up. So that is a credit, and I think you will win the league deservedly. Jordan Hugo, come up Wickersley. I'm done till the end of the season. Wiles are here. Okay, so he wants to go up Wickersley. So, like I said, tune in for Sunday's show. We will have Miller's Monday back on Monday. We've got the Wednesday night show as well, which is the Premier League show. Thursday night will be the Rotherham, the preview show to the next game. And like I said, drop a like, share, and subscribe. And for all the Millers, like I said, we're used to this season. Let's just look at the positives. We've got 2 easier games coming up against Burton and against, the rivals from Doncaster. So looking forward to those games. Hopefully we can win them. Hopefully we'll have a different manager in charge for that game, but I very much doubt it. But yeah, like I said, up the Millers.